All right, welcome back to BrokeN, boys. This is episode...
Colin? Colin, I think you're breaking up a little bit. We're losing Colin. Shit.
Break.
Oh. Bacon.
What?
Did you not just say that?
No.
What were you saying before that? You're kind of breaking up a little bit.
Oh, I was just trying to introduce the episode.
Okay, continue.
All right. You want me to start from the top, or?
Yeah, I'll cut this out. Yeah.
All right. Welcome back to BrokeN, boys. This is episode 133. I'm Colin.
And I'm Mike.
Wow.
Yeah. Smooth.
Pretty close that time.
Yeah, I think that's the smoothest intro we've ever done, actually. I'm proud of that. Well, speaking of things going smoother, as you can probably tell, the audio isn't unlistenable this week. Also, I mean, you can give me some input here too. I feel like there isn't a delay as much.
No, I
don't feel like we're accidentally talking over each other. So this should be just, middle of the road content the whole way. Instead of low quality. We're in high definition.
That's our motto.
Hell yeah.
High def, mid quality.
mid definition. And yeah, if you want anyone to blame for the last 7 to 10 episodes, I don't know, sounding not great, completely me, just because I had been putting off setting up my microphone and getting things set up on the computer. So each of these episodes.
What was that? What have you been so busy with that you couldn't do that, Mike?
Huh? Your Honor, irrelevant. But yeah, I'd been putting it off. So all the last episodes have been recorded on the laptop, and the laptop would overheat, and then it would, I guess, cause a delay, as well as I mean, I probably could have figured out the microphone thing back then too, but I just learned about some ways to make the audio quality sound a lot better today. So
yeah,
we're a good podcast now.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah. Bacon. Yeah. Well, just want to throw that in there. How was your high definition week?
My high definition week was pretty low definition.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's okay. It's been very busy with school
and
work. But you know how I talked about how I had a bunch of assignments due.
Yeah.
This week, I got all those done. Felt good about it. Went to class on Monday. I had gotten my assignment done on Saturday, or so I thought. And then at the end of class, 15 minutes before it ended, I realized that I had read the wrong thing and done the assignment on the wrong thing. So I had to, when I got out of class and I got back here, I had to rush to get it done.
How big of a wrong was it?
It was
redo the entire thing wrong.
So it's this thing called a précis, where you have to read a historian's thing, get the thesis statement out of it, write a synopsis of what they wrote, grab a couple of quotes to give an example of how it is to read that thing that they wrote, and then write what you think of it.
Uh-huh.
And on Saturday, I started that at 3, and then I didn't finish it till like 5:30 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
So it took me quite a bit, but I was also kind of distracted. And then, yeah, I had to, I had to read. I did one of. There were 2 of them I had to do. I did one of them correctly on the right one, but I guess I just read it wrong, and I had to read another person's thing and do that assignment on them instead.
Mm-hmm.
So I did extra work for no reason.
Fun. That's what everyone loves
Fun.
doing.
Oh yeah, and then had my paper to write. Did that.
That go well?
Yeah, it was fine. I didn't finish it until the day it was due, but that's not out of the ordinary for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, I had to write notes for my Chinese civilization class, and then I had to work on my mock lesson. Well, me and my partner had to work on our mock like mini lesson for our teach class,
Mm-hmm.
which we have to present on Wednesday. Which I'm a little nervous for her, but it's really fine. Yeah, it's just been a lot.
Yeah.
And and then I had my first clinical today.
Oh,
So,
like actual clinical?
mhm.
How'd
So
it go?
pretty good. It's pretty good. I set alarms spanning from like 6:15 to 7:15, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up at 6:50. I wanted to wake up earlier, but I woke up at 6:50, and then I felt a little rushed, so I had to shower, get ready, and then it's a 40-minute drive. So yeah, having to do that early is not fun, but
Can't imagine.
yeah, but did the drive, listen to fucking Critical Role on the way there and back, and
Ooh.
I stopped at that big gas station that's like halfway between home and here.
Oh, you have to go that way to. Okay.
Yeah, that town where that is where my school I'm at is.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so I went in there for the first time and I was like, it's fucking crazy. It's huge.
Yeah.
Um, have you
I
been in
got yes. I think I went in there once or twice, maybe. I do know. I think it was we were coming back to celebrate your birthday. I think it was, and I know I bought you like a tropical flavored Sour Patch Kids in there.
Oh,
Like, I mean, I think I had something else for you as well. I'm pretty sure, maybe I don't know. There.
I don't even remember that.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it was a Secret Santa thing. I think it
It might
was.
have been.
Yeah, it must have been Secret Santa because I don't think we've done birthday stuff.
Yeah, you never given me a birthday gift.
No, I only pay attention to
Other than
you.
yeah, I mean, you do other things for me on my birthday,
Right, but like,
but
I mean, I gotta do what I have the money for, you know. Um, but
yeah.
yeah, no, it was definitely for a Secret Santa. I got you like a tropical flavored Sour Patch Kids or something. But I also wanted a snack for myself too. So I think
Yeah.
that was whenever I had you last for Secret Santa, I was in there.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, that was kind of cool to see.
Hmm.
Like big. They had it was like 10:30 in the morning. Otherwise, I would have gotten. They had like a Dr Pepper slushy, and I
Hmm.
was like, that sounds really good. But I was like, it's a little early for that.
Also,
Um,
I don't mean to interrupt you, but are you being like haunted or exorcised or something right now?
uh, I don't want to talk about
Okay, I mean, I know you said your week's not going great, so maybe we'll get there. But
it. Yeah,
okay,
it's I'm starting the spooky season early.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, let's not talk about that right now.
All right, I won't bring
Um,
it up again.
yeah. Um, Oh, and then on top of all the work for my fucking that one history class that I did the assignment wrong for,
Mm-hmm.
on Wednesday they were like, "All right, we're gonna start peer editing shit now." So now I have even more work on top of the every class writing assignment for that
Awesome.
class. So yeah, and he was like, "We're gonna start on Monday, so don't worry about it." And then after class, I went to the record store because I haven't been there this semester yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a message on the school or on the class like app thing. And they were like, "Just kidding, we're doing it for Friday's assignment." Mother, God damn it! Like, and I put mine in right away, and the person that I'm supposed to be peer editing and who's supposed to be peer editing me has not done it yet, and it's due at 11:59 tonight. So I'm just gonna submit mine and tell them that Trevor is not is not doing his fucking job. So yeah, that's fun. But
Yeah,
yeah,
hopefully you don't get penalized for that.
I don't think I will. It's not my fault.
I agree. Some professors are weird with group stuff, though.
Oh yeah,
I hope.
but
Yeah.
they can go in because it's my teacher, it's my professor, and then he's got like a couple of TAs,
Uh-huh.
and they voted on doing that. So fuck them first
Yes.
off. But they can go in and look at the discussions and see that my partner's the only one that hasn't done it for any out of any of the discussions.
Yeah.
So that's fun. But the clinicals it was good, pretty much. I felt old.
You felt old.
Yeah, I felt old walking in there. Lots of high schoolers.
I would imagine.
Yeah. But I was I think I mentioned it last week, but my first teacher I'm with is an English teacher, and then so I was sitting in there. They were finishing up the story, The Deadliest Game.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh wow, I never read this. This is pretty interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I mean, I've heard of it, but I never had to read it or anything.
Mm.
I was like, that's kind of dark, but yeah, it was good. The teacher seems like a cool dude. Seems like a fun teacher to have. And then I had my history. I went to the history class, and that one was not as interesting. Not as fun.
What were they learning about?
They were listening. They were learning about the Boston Massacre. So.
Oh, I mean, yeah. That's sorry. I was thinking of the Boston Tea Party for a second. I was like, that sounds pretty fun. But yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, no,
The other thing that happened in Boston, not as fun.
Yeah. It wasn't so much the subject. It was just like the whole class. The whole class. It was just like going over how not to write things, and then they had to like read and work with partners the whole time. So I was kind of sitting there. I'm supposed to observe the teaching, but there was not much like teaching going on.
Awesome.
So I was like, damn, I could just go home.
Yeah. I bet the kids were thinking that too.
I'm sure, yeah. And I got into the class, and it's kind of a cramped little classroom. There's a lot of kids in there, and I was like, and the teacher was like, "Yeah, you can sit at this desk. This kid's been absent, and he's not supposed to be here today." And I was like, "Okay." So I sat there, and then like 5 minutes into class, the kid came in, and the co-teacher was like, you gotta sit up front." And he kind of looked at me, and I was like, "Sorry," but I had to And then when they got up to work with partners, I was like, "You can have your seat back." But yeah,
you're such a gracious teacher.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I introduced myself as Colin, and then
Mm-hmm.
then the co-teacher was like, "Do you want to be Colin or do you want to be Mr. Brunker?" And I was like, "I don't. Colin's fine. Like I'm not a teacher." So and then the like main teacher, he was like, "Yeah, you're gonna go by Mr. Brunker. We don't do first names." And I was like, oh, "Okay, whatever." um, but yeah, it was pretty good. And then I had to drive back, and then I had like an hour and a half, and I had to work for 8 hours. So,
Nice.
yeah, man.
Cherry on top.
Fuck yeah. Nah, this is the cherry on top, Mike.
Oh.
The podcast is the cherry on top.
Okay. I thought you were about to like reveal some information or something.
Yeah, yeah.
No, this is the cherry on top.
Yeah. I mean, there's another cherry on top of the cherry, which is me having to wake up and go to work at 7:30 tomorrow morning.
Absolutely, and that's even better than the podcast.
Yeah. Work another 8-hour shift, and then another 8-hour shift, and then another 8-hour shift.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
No.
But anyway. Yeah. But otherwise, it's been a week of a lot of Vigi games outside of after getting my work done. My youngest brother, he's been kind of down in the dumps, so we've been playing games all week. We were playing Fall Guys and Fortnite.
Nice. Classics.
Yeah.
Featured in the Broken Boys video games bracket from 2 episodes ago.
Check it out. Longest episode ever.
One of them may have won.
One of them.
Okay, both. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe both of them.
But yeah, that was fun. I hadn't played Fall Guys since like 2020, so it was like, and it's still fun. It's a fun little time.
Yeah, we loaded that up sometime, I think either beginning of this year or like later last year, because there was like, I don't know, there was something going on where people were playing it again. Oh, because it went free, I think. And people were playing it again, and so we kind of tried it out again. It's like, yeah, you know, there's some new stuff, but it's also it's definitely Fall Guys.
Yeah.
You
can't play it for too long without it getting boring. But it has some charm to it.
Yeah.
And it was also just like loading in and seeing people dressed as like SpongeGar and Handsome Squidward and shit like that, and it's like how the I guess, I mean, I know it's owned by Epic or whatever, but goddamn. But yeah, and then also playing Baldur's Gate still. I
don't think you started it the last time we talked.
Did I not?
I think you said you were going to start it.
Oh, okay. Well, I bought it last Wednesday, I believe. But you know, I've made very little progress because it's very hard.
Oh.
Yeah. I wanted to be, you know, I wanted to be a drow rogue and, you know, be a little sneaky and cool little dude, but turns out rogues aren't very strong. So yeah, so you know, I'm in a part where it's like you have to kill these three goblin leaders or whatever, and it's like I got 2 of them down. Those ones were fine, easy-ish. But then this last guy, he's surrounded by like fucking 10 other people, and they all have magic, and it's fucking ridiculous. And I beat it after like 5 or 6 times trying, and then, you know, I was like, finally. So, you know, I was trying to leave, get out of there. I had killed most of the people in the place, but I walked outside, and there was a giant crowd of enemies.
Oh. Just what you want to see.
Yeah, and you walk out, and you know it's based on D&D, so you have to roll for initiative, and it's like whoever rolls the highest goes first, that kind of stuff.
I knew it was I knew it was like D&D World. I didn't know it had like mechanics like that too.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
pretty cool. But you walk out, the screen's black, but you hear the sound of like dice rolling.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh no. And I walk out, and there's this giant troll just standing outside.
Mm.
And I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna walk back inside. So I got two of my people back inside, but the other two were stuck outside, and they got fucking obliterated.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I'll go back to my save after I killed that other big dude, and I'll try to find another way out. Turns out, doesn't save after you kill a big enemy.
Oh no.
So I had to go back to before I killed the big enemy. And I had to try again, and now I'm stuck back there because it's hard. So
nice.
I've made very little progress. It's still fun, but god damn, it's hard.
Yeah, my friend Vanessa, she's into like, well, she's into two things that I can mention. She's into Soulsborne type. What? Oh man.
What?
I think I don't know actually. But, bacon. Yeah, she's into three things actually. No, no, but
bacon, and bacon.
Absolutely. Would you rather? But no, she's into like Soulsborne games, and she's also into like speedrunning stuff. So I don't know how similar. The way you were describing it almost kind of sounded like a Dark Souls type experience that you were giving off there.
It's Dark Souls, but turn-based.
Yeah. So. Yeah. But yeah, so she's into both of those things. And I know she said that she's already beaten the game a while ago, and now like she's like speed running it with just a torch or something.
What the fuck?
I don't know. She's going crazy, but I think she's done it a few times already, and just yeah, that's all I know about. I still don't really know much about the game.
Thanks for making me feel good about myself, man.
Of course, yeah. Just use a torch.
Yeah, you're so right. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I didn't listen to anything new this week. I've just been playing games and doing work and listening to Critical Role. I've listened to a lot of Critical Role. Good story, and I love the voice actors. So
nice.
But how was your week, Mike?
My week was okay. I don't know. It's still not really doing too much. I'm trying to kind of turn that around a little bit in terms of getting more stuff done. Because I don't know, been in a little bit of a rut, but it's okay. But I started a TV show this week. Speaking of productivity, started a TV show. What was that?
Peaky Blinders again.
Yeah. Second time, baby. No, started Mr. Roboto. Mr. Robot. I've heard fantastic things about the show. But I didn't know too much about it before going into it, other than that the cinematography is like really creative and weird. And yeah, it is that. Rami Malek is great. I've gone through all of season 1. I think there's 3 seasons. No, maybe 4. But went through all of season 1. It's good. Liked it. Some really good stuff towards the end of it. I hear it's supposed to get like fantastic though. It's not exactly quite the vibe I thought it was going to be, but in a way that I think is good. It's
okay.
Yeah, pretty good so far.
That's what I've meant to watch for a long time.
Me too. It's on Amazon Prime. That's part of the reason why I started doing it. I was just kind of looking through there, just seeing what was there, and I was like, oh, all the seasons are just free to watch with Prime. And I'm like, okay, guess I'm watching that now. But yeah, Rami Malek is great. Love that guy. Other than that, just kind of been doing a lot of one of the bigger parts of my week, unfortunately, was RuneScape thing. But I
who would have known?
Who would have known? Who would have thought? Once again, on the subject of productivity. But they recently put in a big quest in the game called Desert Treasure 2. And, the first Desert Treasure is a pretty big quest, and now Desert Treasure 2 is a huge quest. And it was marketed as the longest and hardest quest to date. And, me, I was really proud when I got my quest cape a while ago. I brought it up on the pod. Had to dive into that. And yeah, I just kind of took in a lot of pieces. I probably spent maybe like 8 or 10 hours on it. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. Like there's like bossing and stuff in the game, and the quest. Well, the bossing is usually a lot harder than like the bosses in the quests. Like the quests will have some hard mechanics maybe, but like this is the first time they're like going like all out on the bosses, and there was like 4 big guys in there, and I got my ass whooped a lot. But it was a good experience. I don't know. It's only so much you can say about RuneScape to someone who doesn't understand RuneScape stuff, but
there's only so much you can say, but you can say so much for a long time.
yeah. I mean, you said you didn't have much to talk about, so step 1 of the quest is
Go ahead, buddy.
No, that was pretty. It was a pretty good quest though. Got that done, and then they released another one, just like the day I was working on Desert Treasure 2. That was just a little short one. Did that one too. Quest get back, everything in its right place, But yeah. Yeah, it's been, I don't know. I'm trying to do things a little bit better. Thank you. That's what I was hearing a lot of last night, because
Why?
Because I was having a hard time sleeping.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because your open sucks. Your open mic sucks.
Oh, thank you. Oh, this is an open mic? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I wish someone would open mic, you know what I mean? Thank you. But it was it was good. Yeah, trying to turn some things around though. It's like today, well, I'd mentioned to my friends that I wanted to start being a little more active because I've been doing a little too much of sitting in a chair recently. I know. Usually there's something to go to and whatever, but I've been not, doing that. So I'm starting to do things on like the treadmill or whatever. Like Dane, he mentioned like walking on like an incline thing at a certain speed for 30 minutes each day or whatever. It's supposed to be a good thing. So I'm gonna keep doing that. I did one today. Gonna try and keep up with that. Gonna try and fix the sleep schedule a little bit now that I'm running off 4 hours or so right now. Thank you. It's a real needed adjustment. But I did listen to an album. I listened to Punk Tactics by Joey Valence and Bray. Have you ever heard of those guys?
What was it?
Joey Valence and Bray.
I feel like I've heard the name Joey Valence.
Yeah, they've popped up on my like TikTok feed before. But basically, I really do think the best way to describe them is how I opened up my album of the year review with it was Beastie Boys if they were chronically online. Pretty much the vibe they got going for them. But that's another one that Dane suggested to me, and I there's a song on there. Well, first off, they were basically just doing singles and stuff, because I think there was like, I counted it out, but it's like a 14-song album. I think 9 of the songs were singles. So really good distribution there.
Yeah.
But one of them was called Punk Tactics, which is the name of the album, but also the song. And Dane showed me that a while ago, and I actually liked it quite a bit. It has like a really like dark, grimy beat to it, but like it it's got that like kind of Beastie Boys flavor over it, but it feels a little bit more modern. It's a cool little vibe. There's a couple like somewhat cringy lyrics on it or whatever, but it's kind of like the more hype, quote unquote, hip hop stuff. So that's gonna be in
Okay.
there. It's just having fun. Um, but I was like, okay, well, let's see what the album's like, because Dane's saying it's really good, and I thought it was fine. It's kind of a lot of the same over like a 34-minute listen or whatever. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It was good, but there was also a lot of things I wasn't huge on. Notably, the lyrics get a lot cornier and stuff. A lot of like weird punchlines, and like they like to integrate like memes and pop culture and internet stuff into the music, and it kind of I kind of said it reminded me of how that Jakey EP from last year.
Okay.
How he would like kind of have the meme like it. Yeah, it works in the song, like they made it fit in or whatever, but it still is like distracting to me. Like it takes me out of whatever vibe I was in. It's just like, okay, well, you just inserted in the puffer fish going oh or whatever into the middle of a banger song, and it's like it just I don't know. I'm not into it.
I love that.
What was that?
It feels like a tiny Meat Gang bit.
Yeah, it kind of feels like some of the stuff that they do is like something Tiny Meat Gang would say ironically, but they're not saying it ironically.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. But
Okay.
there's still some good stuff on there. I don't know why I'm giving a whole album review, but I guess that's what I'm doing now.
Hey, why not?
It was kind of fun, but it was whatever. I had that at like a strong 6 or so at the moment. So that's kind of how I feel about it. But
Cool.
yeah, that's about it. Speaking of music, though, we did get a new song from Half Alive.
They
Um,
did.
I have it written in my notes, Half Life Subnautica. Um, and I'm
What?
actually forgetting what the name of the
Oh,
song is. Subliminal.
criminal.
Subliminal. Yeah, they came out with a single called Subliminal. What did you think of it?
I thought it was kind of fun. I think it's got like '80s vibes, nice and bouncy. It's not like my favorite Half Alive song ever, but I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like it's a nice vibe or whatever. I'm not huge on the chorus, me personally, but I like a lot
Yeah,
of the stuff happening in like the verses. I like Josh's vocals throughout it. I think it's a little more varied and interesting than some of the stuff he's been doing as of late. It's not as like talky, rambly as a lot of the verses and stuff he's been doing recently. I don't know. But yeah, I thought it was fine. I agree. It's not like the most whatever. Like it's fine. That's the best way to put it. It's fine.
yeah, yeah. But they did make a stinky. Mike, can you hit the fart night button?
Oh, is there a fart button?
I mean you have in the disc in the soundboard little thing. Mine says the manner and then Discord sounds, but I can't do the manner sounds because I don't have
Oh,
Nitro.
I also can't do the manner sounds because I don't have nitro.
I thought you had Nitro. Damn. All right.
No, I can add in a
Well,
fart though. I need to add in some stuff here.
okay, that's fine. I'll just hit the sad horn. They
Okay.
made a stinky
What
because
what happened?
they used all right, they used AI art for the fucking
Oh,
album. There's
I did notice
it's
that. Yeah.
icky, bad, half alive, bad.
Yeah.
Even if it looks kind of cool, still gross and bad.
I don't know. I'm somewhat mixed on that.
It's just the fact that it's like all of that is made up of other people's art without crediting them. So it's
Right.
like it's kind of fucked. And how are you gonna go from the amazing art of Now Not Yet to that? It's like, come on, I know you can do better.
I feel
Um,
like if if it's somewhat, because I don't think that the AI portion connects in any way, sense, or form to the actual lyrics of the song, from what I remember. If there was some sort of connection there or whatever, I think I would be fine with the AI art thing, because I think you could make the argument that, I mean, yeah, it literally does pull from other people's art, but all art kind of does that in the first place. It's all pulling from somewhere and combining a bunch of aspects into one, but it is a little murky with it literally pulling from other things. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, God, why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah, it is better to obviously hire an artist and pay them when you are at the level of Half Alive.
Yes,
they have the money to do so.
Yes, they do. Yeah, it's a pretty good song, pretty alright song. Check it out if you want to. Then got the new AJR art and track list.
Yes, which surprisingly, that art is fantastic. I actually love that album art a lot.
Yes, it is very good. Other than J and R's faces.
R and A's.
Oh, what?
A and R's.
Whatever. Yeah, they look a little dorky, but otherwise the art's really good.
Yeah.
You sent that to me, and then I had a pretty good line. I said, "Let's hope the album that's super good. Other than those two faces, let's hope that the album is as mid as the art is good."
I said, couldn't agree more, or something like that.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Really good stuff. Much better than the mid city that was the fucking last AJ album art. So
yeah, their album art. I mean, starting from the Click. I'm sorry, I'm looking at album of the year at the moment. Their first three things that are marked as albums, one of them being Living Room. Yeah, those album arts are terrible. But I always do kind of appreciate their album art a little bit. I think it's kind of cool that they go for a different type of animated vibe each time. It's kind of interesting. The OK Orchestra one is, that one. But yeah, no, I think it's fantastic. But also the reason I was looking at album of the year is the track list as well. Yeah.
6.5 minute epic at the end.
Yeah, the final song is going to be 5.5 minutes of AJR goodness. There's nothing I love more than the thought of a 5.5 minute AJR song. Let me tell you. But
will it outdo the dumb song?
Will it outdo the dumb song? I like I said, I to this day I still think Dumb Song is a good song. It's probably I think probably my favorite song from them, I would say.
Oh wow. It's even better than Bud Like You and
it's close. Actually, I would say the closer one is Woody Allen, but once again, love those lyrics. Now I'm feeling just like Woody Allen. Finally, I'm right where I should be. It's
hell yeah.
It's beautiful, really. I'm tearing up just thinking about it. But
I don't blame you.
Yeah,
I can't wait for Turning Out Part 3.
Turning Out Part 3. Yeah. I think the album's gonna be. You're gonna get it's like a, how sometimes you'll get like a shirt or a poster with your albums or whatever. Looks like this one, you might get a lobotomy with it because you got the song "Hole in the Bottom of My Brain." So
yeah, it's free lobotomy at every AJR show.
Yeah, that's
one per show. That's all they can get away with.
Oh, I've also sorry, I'm still looking at it, and there's a song called "Steve's Going to London," and I still don't really that title is always. I'd say always, like I've been staring at these titles a lot, but each time I've looked at this, that title's kind of stuck out to me in a not so great way. I don't know. Something about AJR making a song called "Steve's Going to London" is I don't know. But then I saw it's 5 minutes, so you know my fears, my fears are
Your fears have been quelled.
exactly. No, but for real though, I actually do hope that the album is kind of decent. You know,
I
I
do too.
I think "Dumb Song" is a great song. And I honestly don't mind DJs crying for help or I won't. Or even God is really real. I think they're steps in the right direction. Those songs are still, you know, not great, but they're also not bad.
And I've only listened to Dumb Song, so you know.
The time I forced you to.
Yes.
Actually, you
I mean, you
encouraged
even
me.
forced me to. Yeah, yeah. But you know how that turned out.
Absolutely. Um, but yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. And then O-Rod going on world tour, baby.
Makes sense.
The Guts World Tour. Whereas the Sour World Tour, she played at the Oregon, I think. Now she's upgraded to the United Center in Chicago. So
I'm kind of surprised she did the Oregon when Sour came out because she was pretty much huge from the moment Driver's License came out.
I know, but
I guess without an album, maybe it would be hard to book an arena. I don't know how that works.
yeah, um, yeah, but saw that. I was like, okay, cool. I mean, I'm not gonna go see her, but
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah, Olivia's in a weird spot where it's like, yeah, she's great, really like the music and stuff. I would not ever want to go to an Olivia concert, I don't think, unless she like switches and goes like straight into like folk or something. Has a refined audience instead of me being a 23-year-old man or 20, how old am I? 22-year-old man surrounded by teenage girls.
Yeah. Folklore, Olivia's version.
That's what yeah, something like a Folklore Evermore. Like if she goes in that direction for a few albums, maybe maybe I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would never see Olivia, but you know, when it comes to like Billy, I would definitely go see Billy.
Yeah. I think
So,
I don't know how to describe it, but Billy's vibe is a little different. It's not as much catering to teenage girls. I think that's the best way to put it.
it's not. But yeah, that's how that. I was like, okay, pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And she performed at the VMAs, I think. And there was a pretty cool. She did a pretty cool transition between Vampire and Get Him Back.
Mm.
It was like it was the vampire part was kind of like the music video where everything was kind of falling apart on the stage, and then it just like everything switches, and then there's like a bunch of there was like 20 different girls that were all dressed as the same as Olivia. It was like kind of a weird little thing, but it was kind of cool transition.
Cool.
Still don't love that song, but you know,
Which one? Get him back.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't either.
yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, any other music news?
No.
Well, I mean, Quadeca is releasing the music soon, I guess.
Oh yes, yeah, that is happening soon. I don't know when my vinyl is supposed to get here, but there's supposed to be like 20 minutes of unused content on there as well, or something like that.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's cool. Your fucking $80 vinyl.
was it that much? Maybe it was that much.
I think it was like 60, I think.
Yeah, I think I was gonna say I thought it was around 60, but I took a picture of it. But yeah,
Yeah. Hive Mind
yeah.
there.
What was that, sir?
Hive Mind exclusive there.
Yeah.
Also, that fucking Graydon sweep, insane.
So true.
Insane.
Man went off.
Love to see it.
Yeah. He also went off a few years ago, but you know, in a different way. But
Vehicular?
No. I love that clip so much.
Oh, Riley's impression is so good.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, by any chance, do you know anything about the aliens that were found in Mexico or something?
I saw something about it, but I didn't look into it.
Me neither. Well, maybe there's
All
aliens,
right.
but you won't get that info on BrokeN Boys. Let me tell you.
Go listen to fucking Hank Green or something.
Yeah,
Or not the-
I know Critical made a couple videos on it.
Of course you did.
Yeah, they look like they are zooted. That's all I can say. Yeah.
Holy shit! They found aliens in Mexico.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. from
Yeah.
from what I saw, I didn't actually watch it, but it's cool.
The cartel got the alien.
Cartel got a hold of the aliens.
They shot him down like they did the Narcos people.
This is worse than that time when Gus took out all of the cartel at once in Breaking Bad.
Spoilers.
Sorry, that didn't happen.
Speaking of Breaking Bad, though, Ozymandias turned 10 years old today.
God damn.
Yeah.
Well, that means my initial watch of the show is probably turning 10 years old soon. Because I think that was 2013 or 2014. No, it was 2013. It was after season 5 wrap that I think I started watching it. It wasn't like intentionally because of that. I think I just started around the time it ended.
Yeah, I don't think I watched it until 8th grade. So
yeah, I don't think I did either, but I think
2015.
all of 8th grade would have been 2013, right? I don't.
No, it would have been fall of 2014.
Okay, so maybe it was 2014. All right. Well,
we're fucking old, man.
Not yet. Next year we'll be old. But
yeah.
Well, do you have anything else?
No, not really. Just love you.
Love you too. I love you so much that I wrote out these hypotheticals just for you. We have some hypothetical statements of a vast variety. Made these all myself. Definitely didn't look any of these up. Although this first one is a classic.
No. Do that.
So, Colin, would you take $10 million? But for the rest of your life, there will be a snail that will always be following you. You can't ever be touched by the snail, otherwise you will die. And the snail is immortal. For 10 mil.
He's so slow.
I know. But, it'd slither up to you when you're sleeping or something.
Yeah. I mean, if I have $10 million, I can hire a bodyguard.
Okay.
I can hire a bodyguard, have his eyes on the ground at all times, looking for that snail.
I'm just imagining, Colin, get down! He just dives onto the snail and dies.
He tackles me like I'm the president.
Instead of taking a bullet, he takes a snail.
Yeah, I'd dig it.
All right, yeah.
Would you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like this question gets asked a lot. I think I would be completely okay with just like relocating to, I don't know, Singapore or Japan or South Korea or something like that. Somewhere like somewhere that's like acceptable to be in like Asia or something like that. So like,
what does that mean?
Well, like I don't know, like somewhere where I can like culturally, obviously not completely understand with them, but like I don't know. I feel like it's more Americanized ish. Those places.
So Japan.
Yeah, that's why I said Japan, South Korea, and Singapore area. But like just somewhere in Eastern Asia, it's like, okay, first off, the snail I don't think can swim the Pacific, but if it can, just like that's gonna take forever, and it's probably gonna get eaten by something else.
Or a boat.
It catches a plane or a boat.
Yeah.
Okay, the boat's probably more likely because if a snail gets all the way through an airport terminal, that would be.
He's got his passport.
Oh, does he? He's also got a license to kill, apparently.
Yeah. That's the creature on Earth.
All right, I guess the boat is somewhat feasible. So this snail has to have some form of intelligence. It's not just like a microchip that, like, I don't know, uh, attracts it towards us.
Yeah. I mean, he's immortal. He's got all the knowledge on the planet.
I don't think that's what immortal means.
Well, like he lived for so long that he's accumulated so much knowledge.
Did he evolve?
Yeah. Well, like he's still a snail, but he's like sentient, you know.
A sentient snail. Okay. Well, I still think
that's why I said bodyguard. He sees a snail and goes.
Yeah. You know what? I do like your idea with it. Just a snail bodyguard.
Yeah.
Always on the lookout. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Now
so
he's got vision goggles. Looking at the ground, just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess we're both taking that 10 mil. Gonna live our life on the edge. The cusp of a snail.
What would you do with $10 million?
Probably some music shit that won't make me as much money back.
All right.
Yeah.
I would have said, I'd buy one house because that's how much houses cost now.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah.
All right. What's next, Mike?
All right. Next, you are in that very common scenario in which you must listen to a single song for an entire week straight, or else you die. One song for an entire week, or else you die. This single song will be played at all times around you at about the level of headphones or so. You are not able to block it out in any way. It's kind of like that scene in Harry Potter where Voldemort's voice just infiltrates your head and you can't cast it out. What song are you choosing to endure for an entire week straight?
Well, Mike, I'll tell you. I'm going Family Ties by Baby Keem with Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, I mean...
I never get sick of that song. It's a banger. It's so fun, and it's so good. I could listen to that song day in, day out without getting tired of it.
Just a week from now, Colin's just shivering. Just, let's get this shit. Let's get this shit.
No, that's Range Brothers, Mike.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't remember what Kendrick's part on Family Ties is.
That one is, it's, I don't know. I've listened to it so much, but for some reason it's not coming to me right now.
That's okay. I do remember the horns.
Yes, it's a very good song.
Yeah.
And you should listen to the Melodic Blue, Mike. I'm telling you, it's
yeah, I probably will at some point.
Mm-hmm. What are you picking?
I was thinking it may be best to like maybe slightly cheap, but it does say song. So like just choose something like from Swans or Godspeed You Black Emperor, where like the songs are 30 minutes long, and are just kind of, especially like some of the Godspeed stuff that I've listened to, it's kind of pleasant sounding. Some of it's hellish, but they have some long songs that are just kind of peaceful sounding. Just kind of have that on loop for a whole week. It's long. I'll obviously know when it repeats after a little bit, but it'll take me longer to go insane over it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I probably should name a song.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. You should have said fucking Everywhere at the End of Time.
Yeah, just album 6 all the way through.
It's just static. Static with vague, maybe orchestral stuff in the background, like jazzy stuff.
It's just remnants of 60s music.
God. Oh god, that would drive me insane.
Yeah. It would yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But just to give an actual answer, from Lift Your Skinny Fists, I'll choose the song Sleep by Godspeed You Black Emperor. It's 23 minutes long, so
Not perfect.
It's like 4 parts, I think, or something. So, hell yeah,
Amazing.
okie dokie. All right. Well, here's where some variety comes in.
Awesome.
I got a will you press the button question.
Yes.
All right. Will you press the button? World peace is achieved, but every position of power in the world is now occupied by a woman. Will you press the button?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Who fucking what? Who cares?
I don't know, but
you might ask that in some circles, and they go, "No."
yeah,
But we love women on the Broken Boys podcast.
goddamn right we do. Yeah,
Well,
yeah. I looked through "Would you press the button" for like a half hour. All of them were so bad.
yeah, that was pretty bad.
I was like, I remember this being better,
Oh
better
no, world
think
peace.
pieces.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be world peace, but no, honestly, I think the world would be better with every position
Yeah.
occupied by a woman.
I love watching the videos of people going to like Trump rallies, and there's one iconic one where the dude's like, "So, do you think that if we had a woman president, that'd be good?" And it's like he's interviewing a woman. She's like, "Oh God, no! We'd be in so many wars. We have so many problems. You can't trust them. You can't." And he was like, "Weren't all wars started by men?" And she goes, "Oh."
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, where's the logic, buddy?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
men are cool headed and rational all the time. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I've never started a war myself. So,
yeah, I don't recommend it honestly.
uh, which war did you start?
Uh, I mean, I was born just very shortly before 9/11, so I guess the war on terror.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a pretty big one.
it's all my fault.
I can't believe you fucking do that. That's
Yeah,
really fucked up.
yeah.
You changed like everything about Afghanistan.
I probably even more than that. Yeah.
And Iraq and Iran.
Do you think I can get like charged?
I mean, if George W. Bush couldn't, then I don't think you
Yeah,
can.
that's true. That's true.
If Obama couldn't, I don't think you can.
Oh yeah, well that's very true. That man loved his drones. Let me tell you.
Oh, he loved killing civilians.
Yeah, his favorite Muse album was Drones.
My favorite Muse album was "We the People."
Will of the People.
Was that "Will of the People"? "We the People." Yeah,
Yeah,
they made a really patriotic album.
yeah. And my favorite song off that album is "You Make Me Feel Like It's Halloween."
I was thinking, "We Are Fucking Fucked" or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think Muse got nominated for a Emmy. You're not an Emmy, a VMA for the Halloween song.
Did they actually?
I think so.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I don't think they won, but
That song is actually repulsive. I hated it.
yeah,
I think it came out in the summer too, which made me hate it even more when I listened to it.
Yeah.
That also slightly reminds me. Fantano made a video about like VMA like winners or whatever, and like Taylor Swift won a lot of stuff for Antihero, which he didn't like, and I guess I'm not a big fan of Antihero either. But but like she won over like Beyonce for a lot of things, and there was a few times he's like, "Really, you do this when Beyonce is right there?" And then the comments were like, "Taylor, I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce."
Yeah. Yep. Best rock song. We had the nominees were Foo Fighters with "The Teacher," Linkin Park with "Lost," Red Hot Chili Peppers with "Tip of My Tongue," Måneskin with "The Loneliest," Metallica with "Lux Eterna," and Muse with "You Make Me Feel Like It's Halloween."
So awful. What won? Out of curiosity.
Let me see.
Oh, I thought it was right there. Sorry.
No, it was the nominations. BMA winners 2023. Let's see here. Best rock. It was the Måneskin song.
Oh, I've heard not great things about Måneskin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not great.
And it wasn't that Foo Fighters song like one of the best songs from that album too?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, awesome.
But people love that TikTok song, so
Oh,
begging, beg
that's
you.
Måneskin?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. And let me count out how many things Taylor won for Antihero.
A lot. Just from the
Song of the Year,
Mm.
one. What is that? Artist of the Year. Best Pop.
Mhm.
Best Direction, Best Cinematography, Best Visual Effects.
I guess I've never really seen that video, so I don't know how.
And one Album of the Year. So that's like
Of course.
8 different awards.
See, I mean, we did a Taylor Swift artist analysis, so I can comfortably say Midnight's is not her best album.
No, not even fucking close.
I think it was in my bottom half, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, here, you can, if you want to introduce the next hypothetical, I'm gonna look back to see where I dropped
All right. That's fair. Well, I don't really have a question with this one as much as I thought this was a really interesting idea that could be adapted into like, I don't know, a movie or an anime or some shit.
Okay.
And just, I'll just say it. But you discover that you can experience every day twice, and you have the ability to choose which version of the day is canon. And that was just kind of like the premise that came up, and it was, I don't know, just like how would that impact your life? What would you do with that, deciding which day is canon?
I feel like that's a really interesting idea,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like living the same day twice every day would make me want to blow my brain.
Yeah.
So, I mean, while it's a cool idea to be able to change things that you maybe didn't want to happen, it's like, I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it after that long. That's like 700 days in a year. So
True. Yeah, that was kind of
not good.
something I was thinking about. Well, it wasn't a question. I was just asking what you do. You're forced into
Oh,
this
I'd
position.
kill myself.
Well, the thing said that if you die in the first day, then
Oh,
you're
you
the second day would start. But if you die during the second day, then you're just dead. So if you kill yourself twice,
It's true.
I guess.
I mean, if I kill myself twice, then I'm dead. If I die in the game, I die for real.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we're talking about here. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting thing that could be. I did also kind of think of that possibility though. That's like, well, some days are just boring. Some days are just
Yeah.
not great. But I don't know. I was thinking like it would probably help me with just like trying new things and being more confident with things. Just like trying and failing, but no one can see the failing part.
Right.
Would be kind of a nice
rob
thing.
rob a bank the first time, and then the next day,
Yeah.
take
Take a what?
a nap.
Oh, yeah. Rob a
Do I
bank.
rob a bank or do I take a nap?
Rob a bank. See if I can do it. If not, oh well. Then the day restarts the next day.
Yeah, spend the
um,
day in jail.
that's
Maybe
not the
get shot
canon
dead.
day.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Uh and then I found where Midnight's is. It was below Speak Now, but above Taylor Swift, the self-titled album.
Yeah. For me, it was number 9 of 10 in her discography.
Holy shit! Yeah, there were 4 below Midnight's, but it has the way I feel about it in the first 3 letters of the name. So
exactly.
uh,
It's a tired joke, but it's so true.
it is.
All right. Okay. This is a hard-hitting one.
All right.
So, a large spider crawls out from behind your wardrobe and drops $500 on the floor. Rent payment, it says, and crawls back into the wardrobe.
Oh.
So, like, what would you do?
How big is the spider, would you say?
It says a large spider. That's all the information given.
The way I pictured it, it was like a human-sized spider.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna level that down a little bit to like a wolf spider, maybe a tarantula.
Okay. It has to be able to fit behind your wardrobe. So like,
I mean, I don't even have a wardrobe, so
well, you better get one.
I mean, if it means I get $500 from a spider, fine, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm stealing this idea from a comment replying to. I made this up. But I mean, I just see that as $500 of revenue every month. I mean,
yeah. Think of what you can do after a whole year of $500 a month.
Yeah,
that's
probably buy a house, right?
Yeah, with was that $6,000?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so 5 times 12 is 60, so 6,000. Yeah. That's pretty good. You can buy a house with that.
Absolutely. I mean,
yeah, John just bought a house for $6,000. So
yeah, he can do it. I mean, anyway, no.
Happy birthday, Vince! By the way.
Yes, it is no longer his birthday when this airs, but yes, happy birthday, Vince. Yeah. I forgot to wish him that when I was having trouble sleeping last night.
Well, you could have been the first one.
I could have been, and I was like, now I'm telling it to him at 1:30 p.m. All right, well, yeah, it's I would like for that spider to be real. I'll take $500 for rent payment.
Yeah, fuck, I don't even have to work anymore. That sounds great.
I'll be a good landlord to him.
Yeah.
All right, I got a 3-parter here.
Oh boy, let's go.
All right. Question 1. Oh no! A trolley is heading towards 5 people who are tied to the track. You can pull the lever to divert the train onto the other track, but this will then kill a single person who is also tied down. Do you pull the lever? So classic trolley problem here. Do you intentionally kill the one person, or do you do nothing and let 5 people die?
I'll kill the one person. It's better to have the loss of one than the loss of many.
Yeah. Greatest good for the greatest number, right? Utilitarianism. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Unless those 5 people are like rapists and murderers and shit like that.
Gotcha.
And like the one guy was like, he had the cure for cancer or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree with you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this brings us smoothly into our next question. Oh no! A trolley is heading towards me, Mike from the Broken Boys podcast. You can pull the lever to divert the train onto the other track, but this will then kill 5 strangers instead. Do you pull the lever and kill me? Or sorry, do you pull the lever and kill the 5 strangers, or do you let the train run into me?
Man. I have a connection to you. I don't have a connection to those people.
Yeah, what happened to killing 5 or killing one's better than killing 5?
Yeah, like I didn't know the one guy.
But now you do.
I haven't been friends with that. I wasn't friends with that one guy.
I haven't hosted a podcast with that guy.
Yeah, I haven't hosted 130 plus episodes with that one guy. But I have with this one guy. So yeah, I'm not gonna kill you, Mike.
Wow.
I couldn't watch you die. I could,
you could look away.
Yeah, but you know, you're just
Actually,
gonna be like,
that is the hypothetical. You would be doing nothing and just looking away.
yeah. I have a feeling that like though if I like didn't touch the lever and you were just laying there, you go, wow, wow.
Wow. No, it would go wow. Yeah.
All these are kind of slow though. They're not even like fast. So you just hear like that, like the ding, ding, and it's
And
like
then just
wow, and then yeah,
yeah, just bone crunches. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
I can't kill you, Mike. I can't.
Oh, thank you. I would let the train kill me. And the last,
Uh,
and the
would you let
last.
it kill me?
No, I would not let it kill you, Colin.
Wow.
I would jump in the way so it kills us both.
Somebody's got to do the podcast.
We'll get John to do it.
Yeah,
He's probably the runner-up, third member. So,
yeah.
all right. And the last part of this three-part problem. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people who intentionally tied themselves to the track. You can pull the lever to divert the train onto the other track, but this will then kill a single person who accidentally got himself stuck. Do you pull the lever? So it's going towards 5 people who put themselves there, and then
Yeah. I mean, if they want to kill themselves, who am I to tell them no?
yeah.
You know. I mean,
It's just
if we're
sorry.
if we're in a state where you know assisted suicide is legal and allowed, then you know
Yeah. I
that's fine.
just think this is a classic case of natural selection. But
Yeah.
you tied yourself there. You had consequences of your actions.
I mean, natural selection. Wouldn't natural selection be the guy who got himself stuck?
Actually, you got a point there. I think there's arguments for both of them, but yeah, I think you're actually more correct. Well, yeah, I would also let the 5 people just splat.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that was our little 3-part feature.
Awesome.
All right, I got 2 more. One's a serious one, and one's a very serious one.
Oh, cool.
All right. So, if you had to lose all of your senses one by one, but you got to choose the order in which they go, what would be your preferred order? So the senses, as a reminder, because I kind of had to remind myself to make sure I had them all: sight, smell, touch, hearing, and taste.
Well, touch is going first.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like, what do you really need to feel? You know.
I don't know. I feel like touch helps me feel real. Like things around me
Well,
are there and I can interact with them.
yeah, yeah. I don't know.
Me
I just
personally,
feel like
don't let me influence you, but
no, I'm not going to. I just feel like out of all the senses, that's the one that I need the least.
hmm
Um, and then I'd probably do taste after that. I love food. I love eating food, but if I could still sustain myself, then it's fine. If I can't taste, and then go smell after taste.
they are linked.
They are. They are. So maybe if I still had smell, then I could somehow taste.
That was kind of my thought process too. I don't know if that's valid at all, but
I don't
I
know.
agree with you.
Go ask Hank Green.
Yeah.
And then I'd get rid of sight,
Hmm.
and then I'd get rid of hearing. Because as long as I can listen to music, or like listen to media in general, it's fine. Like not being able to see movies or shows or anything would suck ass, but as long as I can hear things
Mm-hmm.
for as long as possible, I think I could live with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my order is pretty similar to yours. I would definitely get rid of taste and smell first. For me personally, Then I think I would do. I think I would do sight before I do touch. Um, just because you can still, feel yourself around a little bit when it's completely dark or whatever. Could still do braille or whatever. Then I would do touch, and hearing would be last for me for pretty similar reasons. I think just listening to things and music being such a big part of my life and personality. um, it just I feel like it's pretty important for me to still be able to have that.
Mm, okay.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
And then the very serious one.
Mm.
All right. Would you rather have unlimited albums but no songs, or songs, unlimited songs but no songs?
See, that one's a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I think I'd go with albums.
Unlimited albums but no songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the best way to go about it.
Yeah. I
You
agree.
do the same thing?
I agree. Yeah.
Cool. Neat.
Well,
Nice.
that wraps up our little section here of hypothetical questions.
All right. Well, thanks for putting this together.
Yeah. I mean, hypothetically, I made all of them. So.
Yeah, I mean, hypothetically.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought your sentence was going to keep going.
Oh, it was going to, but I figured I didn't have anything else
Gotcha.
to say.
All right.
All right.
Well, I think we can get into our little segment that we like to call Song of the Week. I'm definitely not stalling because I don't know what to choose because I'm up first this week. So, as a reminder, we just choose whatever song we feel like we want to choose that was big for us during the week. Okay. All right, I got something. All right, so one album, I don't remember exactly why I couldn't. Oh, I think it's because it took me a while to fully understand how much I enjoyed it. Took me a few listens. But one thing that I have been revisiting a lot is the Glow Part 2 by the Microphones. And I never actually chose a song of the week from there. So I am going to go with wait, hold on, sorry, I'm deciding between three. I'll just go with the opener. I'm gonna go with "I Want Wind to Blow" by the Microphones.
All right.
All right, that was "I Want Wind to Blow" by the Microphones. What did you think of that, Colin?
I thought it was nice. A nice, like, folk-y feel. I like singer's voice is a lot more upbeat than the other album I've heard.
At least on this song.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's an album I've seen a bit, and I've meant to listen to it, but I haven't yet. But that song made me kind of want to check it out. So
yeah,
I liked it.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, the whole album kind of deals with. I mean, I think it's technically a breakup album, but it kind of deals with a lot of like themes of like warmth and coldness, and it's a really nice album opener just because it's kind of like the warmest out part on the album. I guess I was thinking of it as we were going through it, and it's in some ways it's a little bit like the Chaos Space Marine of this album, where it's like, oh, this is nice and somewhat upbeat. The lyrics are a little sad, but it's upbeat sounding, and then it just kind of plummets you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I every time I've come back to that album, I really love that track. And like, I remember when I first listened to it, I was like, okay, does this outro instrumental need to be this long? But it really works in the context of what happens with the rest of the album and everything. But Yeah, it's a good one. I would recommend it a lot.
Yeah, I looked at.
Yeah. What do
Cool.
you got for us this week, Colin?
Well, I'm gonna go in the exact opposite direction
Awesome.
from you. I re-listened to the Forever Story this week
Ooh.
and last week, and I was reminded of how fucking great that album is.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my favorites, one of the most fun songs on the album, I'm gonna go with "Dance Now,"
Ooh.
Jid, featuring Kenny Mason.
I'm not a two-stepping man. I said I do not dance.
All right, that was "Dance Now" by Jid or JID, featuring Kenny Mason. What do you think, Mike?
I still love that song. I was checking. I love this album so much. It's my second favorite hip hop album of like the decade so far. Just under Sometimes I Might Be Introvert. But this is still like fantastic. And one of my favorite things about Jid is just like how well he can just switch up his flow and just fit himself into a brand new pocket like out of nowhere. And I think that's one of my favorite things about this song in particular is just like he's just going all over the place, but every single time he switches up, it just sounds perfect. It's like, bro, this guy is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good. I love everything about this song, from the backing track with just the just the whole time, and then I love the little part where he's like, "Another two-stepping man."
Oh yeah.
It's just such a fun song all throughout, and like at the end where like the singy stuff starts coming out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's just, if you haven't listened to the Forever Story, you need to check it out. It is so fucking good.
Yeah, highly recommend. One of my favorites from last year. So good.
Yeah. I was re-listening to that album, and I was like kind of stuck with that one and Radar.
Mm-hmm.
But they're both such good songs.
Yeah, Radar came on for me the other day, and I was just like, damn, this is such a good song. I may revisit the album tonight even. Yeah, it's a good one. The only thing about that song, I wouldn't even say it's necessarily negative, but I just always think of it every single time I hear it now, is the part that you were singing before, the bum bum ba-dum, bum bum bum. Just in the way it's done. Someone mentioned one time that just kind of sounds like the Minions are featured in the background. Like it really does kind of sound like the Minions.
Jid is my favorite artist who had a song on the Rise of Gru soundtrack. So.
Absolutely, yeah. The Minions Rise of Jid.
Yeah. Wow, man.
But ooh, well, do you got anything else to add on for tonight?
Not really. I gotta get to bed.
Yeah, I will not be doing that soon.
You were.
I will be, but you got to realize me turning around is not going to bed at 5. So
but like you only got like 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah, I know, but I gotta watch my friends play GeoGuessr today.
Oh, okay.
I need to watch them do the daily challenge, and then I may go to bed after that. I don't know. I'll see.
Yeah.
But anyway, do you want to take us out?
Sure, I can take us out.
Yeah. With a Charlie, maybe.
Yeah, or a Charlie.
Or a Charlie. We will be the aliens he discovers.
All right, guys. If you want to check us out anywhere else, you can go to YouTube to see our beautiful icons.
Yes.
But yeah, and before these last 10 or so episodes, you can go see our beautiful faces for a long time.
You'll see us again soon.
Yes, maybe next week.
Maybe.
Mayhaps next week.
When Colin flunks out of college, yeah. I mean, it'll just be it'll be the new.
When I come home for a certain concert, Michael.
Right. Yes. that I have paid you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you want, if you're tired of YouTube, and you just want us in your ear holes for an hour, or more, depending on how many episodes you want to listen to, you can check us out on anywhere you find podcasts. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're on the other places. But yeah,
They're
you can
all
go check
linked.
us out. Yes, they are, and you can go give us a 5-star on each one. Yeah, if you want to hear our songs of the week, whether that be "Dance Now" by Jizz or "I Want the Wind to Blow."
Yep.
"I Want the Wind to Blow" by um
The microphones.
the Microphones. Thank you. Then you can go check out the Song of the Week playlist. There's 3 of them. There's one for me, one for Mike, and one for the both of us and guests that we've had so many of. There's hours and hours and hours of content and songs to pick from. Probably inching towards 20 hours at this point. And yeah, it's there's you'll go from Dance Now to a Josh Groban Christmas song to Clipping to
21 Pilots.
just 21 Pilots to Taylor Swift.
To Matt Watson.
Matt Watson over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You can go check those out. They're fun. I'd recommend it. Just shuffle through to see what you get. It'd be a fun little game. But if you want to find us in other places, first off, you're weird. You can find Mike in a bunch of different places. He's an artist. He makes music.
Yeah.
He goes under the name Plaintive. And you can find him anywhere you find your music. Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple, anywhere, man. He's got music, and it's great. He's got an album called Coping Mechanism, which is phenomenal, if I do say so myself.
Thanks.
And and it's I love it. And you can also check out his movie soundtracks that he made for a couple student films. Yeah, and he's also got a YouTube channel under the name Plaintive. The artist formerly known as Plaintive Piano.
Yeah.
You can go check out some piano covers. You can go check out his original pieces. You can go check out his cover of that one Wilbur Soot song.
Yes.
That made in GarageBand. No, not GarageBand.
No, it was the first thing I made in Ableton. The first big project. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool, and you should check it out. And maybe a guitar cover at some point.
I set up the microphone stuff today, so
let's go.
We're getting closer.
We've talked about it every week since we've been back.
Now I just need to practice it. No, okay.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can go. You can find Mike in other places as well. He has an album of the year where he rates and reviews music. He's a little verified little man on there.
Yeah.
You can check out his reviews for that one album he talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I forget by who.
Punk Tactics by Joey Valence and Bray. It's mid.
Yeah. Glowing reviews from Mike.
Yes.
You can check out his TikTok or his Instagram or anywhere else you might want to find him. Here's his last name right here.
No.
But he's also in proximity to you. Where would you say you are?
I am like I'm like sleeping.
Oh.
Like behind I'm like okay, yeah. I'm sleeping like in the room that's the closest behind them.
Oh.
Just behind a closed door.
Oh. You didn't want to sleep with them? You don't want to sleep around them?
I mean, I want to give them personal space for the time being.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. before Yeah.
Yeah, it's very thoughtful of you. If you want to find me, you can do that. If you want, I have an album of the year as well, where I write review music. I'm slowly getting it updated to current time. Slowly. You can check out my reviews there. I have a Letterboxd where I write and review movies. I plan on watching some movies in the near future. I want to watch the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
I think that's also on Prime. I think I saw it there. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to watch that. And being in my D&D phase right now, I need to do that. But you can also find my Instagram review page where I used to write and review music and albums. It's a little dusty in there. Be warned. But you can go dust that off. Check out what's in there. Maybe put it in a museum somewhere.
Belongs in a museum. Yeah.
It belongs in a museum. Yeah. I love National Treasure.
Yes.
And you can also I also run the TikTok and the Twitter for the podcast. You can go check those out. I post updates whenever an episode is uploaded on the Twitter. And I'll post some funny little clips on TikTok once in a while.
Yeah.
While Mike is sleeping in the room closest behind you, I just decided I was gonna just fall asleep on the floor right at your feet. I'm kind of like cradling your legs like a pillow or a stuffed animal. I needed a little comfort. So
you're the monster under the bed.
Yes. Yeah. Hurtful, but yes.
And that's how you describe it.
I didn't call myself a monster.
But I did. No.
But after me and Mike awaken from our slumbers, I'm gonna get up off the floor and do a big old yawn, arms above my head. Mike's gonna come out of the room.
I'm gonna smash down the door like your inebriated father.
Yeah. You smash down the door, rubbing your eyeballs. Maybe let out a little yawn.
Wait, that's actually a really funny visual. Just like I kick down the door and then I rub my eyeballs like, just after kicking down a door.
Yeah, and then in our sleepy state, we're gonna come together, and we're gonna, with you in the middle, we're gonna hug Mike from behind, me from the front, you smack dab in the middle, and we're gonna hug you, and we're gonna encapsulate you in what we like to call the love cage. But the love cage is not complete yet. No. Me and Mike have to initiate our love cage kiss. Mm-hmm. It's more of a French kiss make-out session, if you will. But only then and only then will the love cage be complete.
Yes.
There's no telling how long it could go, but it can only be completed once that vital key feature has been accomplished. And with us being sleepy little boys, it might not be a while, because we got that dry mouth from just waking up. We gotta kind of like
yeah. we gotta moisten up.
Yeah, I might have to ask you to spit in our mouths.
like a hand sanitizer.
But and if you want a love cage of your own, all you gotta do is one simple task. Oh my god, sorry, I just woke up from below your feet. All you gotta do is one simple task, and that is dropping your home address in the comments below, and we will find you and give you your very own love cage. You don't know when, you won't know where, but we will find you.
Except for this
And we will.
particular variant where we are in your room. But
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah, it's almost like the one where Mike's under the bed and I'm on the ceiling, kind of like a spider.
That's right. Yeah. I guess that one wouldn't have worked outdoors. Yeah.
But unless I was in like a tree.
Yeah.
And you were underground. It's like a graveyard situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just gotta drop your address down below. We just gave someone a love cage of their own today, actually.
Yeah, there's a reason
my
why I didn't go to sleep for a long time, and Colin had to get up really early this morning.
Yeah, it's been a long day, but it was worth it to see the smile on their face.
Oh, like glowing. Yeah.
Yeah. They loved it, and they dropped that. They might drop their address below again. They might not get it. They might not get it right away, but there's always a chance that it could happen again.
Yeah.
You don't know until you try, and you're gonna want to try for a love cage.
Absolutely.
Yes, but unless Mike has any more words to say, I think that's it for the podcast this week.
I do have a couple words of wisdom. Just as an extra bit of advertising for the Broken Boys Song of the Week playlists. That is almost at 19 hours. We're 1 minute off. I just want to say I was scrolling through it just a little bit. Not like while you were talking. It was like when we were talking about Song of the Week. I didn't want to interrupt you. There's a beautiful 1-2 punch in here of Weezer's cover of Enter Sandman, followed by DTF by Super Mega.
Yeah.
I think that just is all the advertisement you need.
that is all you need.
Yeah.
I mean, what more could you ask for, really?
Not much.
I remember that vividly too. I remember Enter Sandman was the last week home before moving down here.
It was August 6th.
Oh.
No, that sounds about right.
No, yeah, it was. Okay.
We had John on that episode too, it looks like, because that was also the week of The Amoeba by Clara.
Yes. And then that first week down here, I was like, yeah, I'm going to pick this song by Super Mega, and we had to watch the video to really make it impact.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
The only video canonically in Song of the Week.
Yes. Yeah, go check out that 1-2 punch, and we will look at you and speak at you next week.
Absolutely.